Welcome back to Old Charles the channel, where we dig deep into the stories and secrets hidden in your pocket change. Today, we're focusing on a modern-era coin that is deceptively common, yet holds some of the most exciting and valuable errors of the late 20th century. We're talking about the 1983 Jefferson nickel. Now, I can hear you already. Alex, 1983? That's not old. The mint made over 860 million of these things. I find them all the time. And you'd be right. The vast, and I mean vast majority of 1983 nickels are worth exactly 5 cents. But a tiny, minuscule fraction of them left the mint with mistakes so significant that they are the holy grail for modern-era collectors that in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know. The key varieties, the dramatic story of a missing mint mark, and the ultimate error that could make you a small fortune. So, grab your coin jars, and let's get started. This is a normal reverse. Notice the mint mark, if it's from Denver, is clearly and cleanly stamped to the right of Monticello. Remember that. It's crucial. Now, the reason 1983 is such a special year comes down to a major change at the U.S. Mint. This was the era when they were transitioning to new, automated presses and changing how they applied mint marks to the coin dies. This period of transition is a breeding ground for errors, and 1983 did not disappoint. But wait, Alex, you said proof. Proof coins are the special, mirror-finish coins sold to collectors, and they're only made in San Francisco, right? Exactly. And therein lies the mystery and the value. Somehow, a small number of blank planchets, the metal discs that become coins, from the San Francisco Proof Mint facility, found their way into the Denver Mint. These planchets were then fed into the press's mint for regular circulation Denver nickels. The result? A coin that has the Denver Mint mark, meaning it was struck in. Striking process, it creates raised lines on the coin. A cud is a specific type of die break on the rim. A dramatic die crack or a large cud can add a $5 to $50 premium to the coin. This happens when the coin blank isn't properly centered under the dies. The more severe the off-center, the more valuable it is. A 5% off-center might be worth $10, but a 50% off-center could be $100 or more. 1. Use a magnifier asterisk. You absolutely need at least a 5x jeweler's loupe. Your eyes are not enough. 2. Sort by mint asterisk. Separate your 1983s into P, no mint mark, and D piles. Focus your intense scrutiny on the D coins first. 3. Check the surfaces asterisk. Look for that incredible mirror-proof-like finish on any 1983 D. Does it look too perfect for? Inspect the mint mark asterisk on the D coins. Look closely for any doubling, RPMs. On any 1983 nickel, but especially one that looks pristine, confirm there is no mint mark where it should be. Remember, a Philadelphia coin has no mint mark, so a no S can only be on a coin that was supposed to have one. The world of coin errors is also full of fakes. People will try to alter coins to make them look like errors. They might remove the mint mark from a Philadelphia coin and try to pass it off as a no S proof, but the surfaces will be wrong. They might even try to glue a D from another coin. If a coin feels wrong, or the error looks crude under magnification, it probably is. When in doubt, get it authenticated by a professional service like PCGS or NGC.so. There you have it. The humble 1983 nickel. A coin that is, for the most part, just 5 cents. But within that massive mintage lies a world of intrigue, mint mistakes, and life-changing numismatic treasures. It's a perfect reminder that you don't always need to look for ancient or 100-year-old coins to find value. The modern era holds its own secrets, waiting for a sharp eye to discover them. The half-dime was a product of a system where coinage was intrinsically valuable. Its silver content was close to its face value. The Civil War, 1861 to 1865, caused massive hoarding of gold and silver coins, creating a severe shortage of circulating currency. This led to the use of fractional currency, postage stamps, and later shinplasters, or paper notes in denominations less than $1, and created an urgent need for new, low-value coinage that wouldn't be hoarded. The original design of 1883 did not include the word cents. This was a major oversight, and scrupulous people quickly realized the coin was similar in size to a $5 gold piece and began gold-plating the nickels and passing them off as $5 coins. The mint reacted within months. adding the word cents on the reverse below the V. The king of American coins ***, the design, was supposed to be replaced in 1913 by the Buffalo nickel. However, it is believed that a mint employee named Samuel W. Brown produced 5 Liberty head nickels dated 1913 without official authorization. Only 5 specimens are known, and they are among the most famous and valuable coins in the world, each selling for millions of dollars. During World War II, nickel was a critical war material needed for armor plating. From late 1942 to 1945, the composition of the nickel was changed to 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. These wartime nickels are the only U.S. nickels to contain silver. To identify them, the mint mark, P, D, or S, was placed above the dome of Monticello on the reverse, and this was the first time the Philadelphia Mint used a P mint mark. A new view of Monticello, based on a detailed rendering of the house as it appears today. While not a permanent change, circulating commemorative nickels were minted in 2023 as part of a subset of the American Women Quarters program, honoring writer and activist Maya Angelou ***, and astronaut Sally Ride in 2023, and others in subsequent years. These were the first circulating nickels with a reverse design other than Monticello or the Westward Journey themes since 1938. For a common, circulated 1983 nickel, condition doesn't matter much, it's worth 5 cents. But for the rare error varieties we discussed, condition is everything. A heavily worn 1983 no-S proof nickel might be worth $100. The same coin in perfect condition could be worth over $1,500. Grading is the language used to describe that condition. Professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC is the industry standard for valuable coins. They encapsulate the coin in a sonically sealed slab with a certified grade, which removes all doubt and ensures marketability. For any coin you believe could be worth over $100, professional authentication and grading are highly recommended. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Old Charles. Today, we're diving into our pockets, or more likely, our old coin jars, to look at one of the most common, overlooked, and honestly, trampled on coins in modern British history. The 1979 new penny. Millions upon millions of these were made. You probably had dozens pass through your hands as change. It's the definition of small change. So why on earth are we dedicating a whole video to it? And then, on the 4th of May, everything changed. Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister, a moment that would redefine the United Kingdom for the next decade. This penny was minted in that exact year. It entered circulation in a country about to undergo a radical economic and social revolution. Meanwhile, in culture, Alien was terrifying cinema-goers. The Dukes of Hazzard was on TV, and we were all listening to The Police and Donna Summer on our cassette players. This coin was in people's pockets, buying a newspaper, a single sweet, or a bus ticket in that world. Okay, let's get up close and personal with our subject. The 1979 new penny is part of the decimal series that began in 1971, when Britain finally moved away from the ancient pounds, shillings, and pence system. That composition is crucial. It's bronze. Today's copper coins are actually copper-plated steel. This makes the 1979 penny feel different. It's heavier for its size and has a distinct. On the obverse, we have the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin. This is the third portrait, used from 1971 to 1984. It's a classic, elegant depiction with the inscription Elizabeth II deed G.Reg.F.D. De Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, by the grace of God, Queen now. The reverse, the tail side, is the one we all know. Designed by Christopher Ironside, it features the iconic portcullis with chains. A portcullis is the spiked gate on a medieval castle, and it's a classic. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Old Charles. Today, we're diving into our pockets, or more likely, our old coin jars, to look at one of the most common, overlooked, and honestly, trampled on coins in modern British history. The 1979 new penny. Millions upon millions of these were made. You probably had dozens pass through your hands as change. It's the definition of small change. So why on earth are we dedicating a whole video to it? And then, on the 4th of May, everything changed. Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister, a moment that would redefine the United Kingdom for the next decade. This penny was minted in that exact year. It entered circulation in a country about to undergo a radical economic and social revolution. Meanwhile, in culture, Alien was terrifying cinema-goers. The Dukes of Hazzard was on TV, and we were all listening to The Police and Donna Summer on our cassette players. This coin was in people's pockets, buying a newspaper, a single sweet, or a bus ticket in that world. Okay, let's get up close and personal with our subject. The 1979 new penny is part of the decimal series that began in 1971, when Britain finally moved away from the ancient pounds, shillings, and pence system. That composition is crucial. It's bronze. Today's copper coins are actually copper-plated steel. This makes the 1979 penny feel different. It's heavier for its size and has a distinct. On the obverse, we have the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin. This is the third portrait, used from 1971 to 1984. It's a classic, elegant depiction with the inscription Elizabeth II deed G.Reg.F.D. De Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, by the grace of God, Queen now. The reverse, the tail side, is the one we all know. Designed by Christopher Ironside, it features the iconic portcullis with chains. A portcullis is the spiked gate on a medieval castle, and it's a classic. Aside. Second, look for errors. Spin it. Is it perfectly round? Look at the edge. Is it smooth all the way around? Check both sides for any doubling, cracks, or odd blobs of metal. And finally, think about the context. A 1979 penny is the perfect, affordable starting point for so many collections. You could build a one-year set of all the UK coins from 1979, or a typeset of the Machin portrait era. It's a piece of history that costs literally 1 penny to own. The 1979 new penny is a lesson in numismatics. It teaches us that value isn't always about rarity and price. Sometimes it's about history, context, and the story a simple object can tell. It's not a rare coin. It won't make you rich. But this humble little piece of bronze is a direct link to the end of the 1970s, to a Britain that was just about to be transformed. It's a survivor from a time when a penny could actually buy something, made from a metal that we don't use for coins anymore. The story of the new penny is the story of modern Britain. It's a tale of abandoning centuries of tradition, navigating public suspicion, and redesigning the very fabric of everyday life. This small coin represents one of the most significant changes in British history. The decimal day switch. To understand the revolution, we must first understand the old regime. For over 1,000 years, Britain operated on a currency system known as pound SD, or pounds, shillings, and pence. This system was complex, unwieldy, and out of step with a modernizing world. Calculations were difficult. If an item cost 2 pounds, 13 shillings, and 8 pence, and you needed 3 of them, the math was a nightmare for the average shopper and businessman. Most of the world had already adopted decimal systems, based on units of 10, and Britain was being left behind. Calls for decimalization began as early as 1847. However, tradition and the immense cost and disruption of such a change stalled progress for over a century. The movement gained serious momentum. Or 20th century. After a decade, the public was fully accustomed to the decimal system. The word new was no longer necessary. In 1982, the Royal Mint dropped the word from the coin's design. It now simply read 1 penny. The design of the portcullis remained the same. This change marks a key point for collectors, as the new penny issues are now a distinct, closed historical series. The most significant physical change to the penny since decimalization came in September 1992. The price of copper had risen to the point where the metal in the bronze penny was worth more than its face value. The new penny was the foot soldier of a monetary revolution. It helped bridge the gap between an ancient past and a decimal future. While the new in its name was retired in 1982, and its classic bronze metal was abandoned in 1992, its legacy is immense. Over decades, the copper in a bronze penny like the 1979 will naturally tone, changing from a reddish pink, red, to a brown color. This is a natural, stable patina that collectors desire. A coin described as red-brown, RB, or brown, B, has this natural aging. This is critical. A coin that has been artificially cleaned, polished, or dipped in acid is severely damaged in the eyes of a collector. Cleaning leaves hairlines, removes the original surface, and gives the coin an unnatural, dull, or abrasive look. A cleaned coin is worth far less than one with honest, natural wear or toning. If your 1979 penny looks unnaturally bright but has scratches all over in the same direction, it has likely been cleaned. For valuable coins, collectors use independent services like PCGS or NGC to slab coins, seal them in a hard plastic holder with a definitive grade, e.g., MES 65RB. While not cost-effective for a common 1979 penny, this system sets the standard for the market.